Hi, Genki Call here, and it is Faction Assault Tuesday. Today's faction is the Sea of Sorrows. So the first thing that I want to show you is that in the shop is the Writhing Staff, the weapon for this delve. I will show you all of the upgrades for the Writhing Staff in a moment, but first I also want to point out that you can get this weapon if you don't have the gems or don't want to spend the gems to get it here in the shop. You can get it for 200 diamonds plus some other resources in the Soul Forge today only. So let's go in here. Do I have my... Yes, this is the team that I was going to use. So let me show you the Writhing Staff really quickly here. Writhing Staff. Okay, so this purple number will be different depending upon what your magic level is, but so we have scatter damage plus it creates some skulls and entangles the first enemy. The upgrades are attack, life, magic, attack, magic, gain 2 attack, drain 3 mana from the first enemy, submerge myself, and steal 1 magic from the first enemy. It's not a bad weapon, actually. I've used it before in some events, and I enjoyed using it. It was fun to use. So, something else to be aware of is that in this faction assault, because we are in the faction that is linked to Merlantis, there can be quite a lot of enemies that will submerge. You can go through and you can check all the rooms and see if there's one here that's going to add submerge. As an effect to the enemy troops, or you can do a couple of other things. There are ways to get around the submerge and still have a nice fast team. So the first thing you can do is use a class with Banishment, such as Runepriest, Sentinel, or Warden. You have to be level 70 in those classes to get that unlocked, however. So if you don't know already, let me show you. Let's do this really quickly. Edit team, class, and we will go to, what did I say? Let's go to Sentinel because it's right here. So Banishment is right here. Dispel all enemies on match 4+, basically. So what does that mean? It means that if they have any positive status effects such as barrier or submerge, it will remove it every time you make a match 4. So they can't keep their positive status effects if you are using a class that has Banishment as a talent and you have that unlocked. So that is the first thing that you can do to get around it. The next thing that you can do is take along a troop that curses enemies. So that's what I have Anhknum here for. He has a 25% chance to curse a random enemy when the turn begins. So that means if somebody is submerged or has any positive status effect, it works the same as Banishment. It will dispel it. If you curse them, their positive, I should show you, their positive status effects go away. So that is another thing that you can do. The third thing that you can do is to take a weapon and or troops that do splash damage. So splash damage, let me show you. One of the things we're going to be showing you on a future team is the Gargoyle specifically. So he does splash damage boosted by all allies attack. But splash damage, basically, it does heavy splash damage, which is what he does full damage to the troop you cast it on, and then any troop that's touching it will get half that damage. So they'll get half of this 37 on each troop on the sides of them. So you can hit more than one enemy at a time by using splash damage. You know, the Deep King does that. I will show you. Oh, silly. Deep King. There we go. The Deep King from this faction, he does true splash damage. So he is somebody else that you might consider taking with you. I'll get back to the splash damage troops in a little bit. Let me show you another thing that you can do with troops or weapons, and that is something like this. So you cast on the first, if you cast on the very first troop, it's going to do damage to the first troop and everyone underneath them. Right. Just want to make sure I got that right. True damage to all enemies below them. So that will affect the whole team, but it's not scatter damage, and it's not a spell that specifically targets the entire team. Therefore, even though you're hitting the whole team, you're getting around that part that keeps you from hitting a submerged troop. Okay, so this is the first team I have put together for quick delving. I've already done a couple of these. Going to go ahead, I did not scout this out. I don't know if the submerge is something that's going to show up here on this delve or not. I just want to go ahead and show you what I've got, and then you can take it and run with it. So, let me see. Okay, I'll take the yellow. There we go. Lots of different ways that you can handle this particular faction. You are limited to blue and brown on your troops, so you can't bring the leprechaun in here for fast mana. If you're using Sentinel or Runepriest, or you have Banishment on one of your classes that you're using, you're not going to need to have Anhknum in here to do that for you. So instead of using Anhknum, you could use an empowered mana converter such as Malcandessa or Moonsinger that will transform gems to green to help you get mana quickly. So wanted to point that out as well. There's a lot of variability that can go into this to help you fine-tune things. I'm just going to go ahead and take them out with Anhknum. Yoo-hoo! Okay. Now, something else I want to mention is that for another week, or the rest of this week and all of next week, we are still within the campaign that is causing random lycanthropy gems. So, if you have the option, you might want to take Queen Beatrix with you, even if you normally don't like to use Queen Beatrix, because every time you get a match for her, she cleanses everybody, and that will take away any negative status effects that you have, including lycanthropy. Or you can just take in some troops that are immune to lycanthropy. That would work too. Okie dokie. Also, you can change this up. Some people like to have King Gobtruffle before Queen Beatrix, because he loops, he has a guaranteed second turn after he casts, whereas she might have a second turn. So, you know, it's personal preference. I like Queen Beatrix better because to me it's more efficient. Gets things done more quickly, which I like, of course. I think I've mentioned that in enough videos. You probably know that about me by now. So, let's get this taken care of and move on to the next. And while that is loading, I'm going to be grabbing the next team code. The next team team is going to be fun. Let's see, something a little different. It does not, however, have Queen Beatrix with it. Something else I want to point out is on the Sea of Sorrow faction, you don't have a lot of choice what rooms you're going to go to, so I don't think that this is a faction that you can complete without spending some gems. I think to get all of the rewards from the faction assault, you're going to have to buy at least one tier, because you just don't have enough leeway, enough choice to be able to get those high multipliers that you would need to finish the faction assault without buying any tiers. So, you know, it's however you like to do things. I love delving personally. I think it's a lot of fun. I like to complete all of the rooms up to as high level as I can because I love the rewards. The rewards are fun. Oh, I hate Lamio. Oh no. Arg. Nah. Stupid Lamia. Let's get rid of those. Go away, Lamia. I don't like you. I don't like getting charmed, because when they charm me, they make me hurt my own troops, and I don't like it. Okie dokie, couple more here, and then we'll move on to the next team, which is going to be something nice and different. Okie dokie, here we go key. Just because it rhymes. That's the only reason I said it that way. Got that finished. One more battle. And we'll move on to the next team. Nope, 2 more battles. 2 more battles. I forgot about the boneyard here. I forgot there was another room over there. Okie dokie. Oh, by the way, the team code I'm using is not going to be using Slayer class. I switched it to Slayer class specifically because I need to get it leveled, and I'm getting there, but I'm not quite as far as I want to be yet. I want it at level 100 and I'm only at 79, so I'm going to be switching all of these to Slayer if I can remember to do it, but the team codes are going to be the class that I think is most appropriate for the team, and of course you can change that up any way you want it. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get a level 9 chest out of this place. Take the blue. We're almost done in here. Nine. Give me my goods. You want the goods. Okay, not bad. Not great, but not bad. Alright, next up we've got paste. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Oh my goodness. So, here is something that I learned. When you're copying a team code, you copy it, you make sure to end at this end bracket here. If you accidentally get one space in there afterwards, it'll show you the team, but it won't let you add it in. So I'm going to have to grab another team, copy that, paste it in, and then switch it back to the team that I meant to put in there, because I got that extra space in there and now I have to fix it. So it won't listen to me if I just fix it and remove the space. Unfortunately, that doesn't work, so I am going to now grab the other code and paste it in. There we go. That's what I wanted to have in here. So here's what we've got. The Gargoyle and the Ethereal Sentry are both from Hall of Guardians down here in the well, not down here, I'm not in the underworld at the moment, but in the underworld, the Hall of Guardians, you can get them both with Chaos Shards. They are not the highest tier there. The highest tier there is the Silent Sentinel, and I'm not using her. So basically, the Gargoyle is pretty darned awesome. He has that splash damage I was talking about, boosted by all allies' attack. And I should probably actually move him up front, just like that, now that I think about it. Let me grab that team code and change it. Okie dokie. So, here's the thing. It's boosted by all allies' attack, and so we're going to use the Ethereal Sentry to increase the allies' attack by their armor. So that is super cool. And then the Guardian Hammer, I know not everybody has the Guardian Hammer, but if you do have it, it creates a mix of yellow and brown gems, so that's going to boost both the Ethereal Sentry and the Gargoyle, which is just perfect. If you don't have the Guardian Hammer, what I recommend that you do is go in here and type in Explode and pick something that summons, or you can type in Summon and pick one that explodes. Either way is going to be fine. I love the Arboreal Crystal. It's an absolute favorite of mine. I would go with that, or the Jar of Eyes, or Fist of Heaven, whatever you feel like putting in here. Maybe not the Fist of Heaven because it takes red, but I would pick something that does not interfere with the Gargoyle or Ethereal Sentry. So not red, brown, or yellow if you can help it. So Cobaltine Wands, lots of fun too. I just love these weapons. They're so fun. And then you're also covered if one of your members here dies. You can also switch this out. You'll have to put it back up at the front of the team, but put the Shield of Urskaya in here and put it at the front of the team, and that can boost the armor too, and you can take this really far. It's going to scale with the enemies because you're boosting all of that armor, and so he's going to do a ton of attack. Plus you don't have to worry about submerged enemies because they do splash damage. So let me change the class to Slayer because I need it. And I'm also going to change this. I had Icy Veil for my Beatrix team. I want to have a Firestorm at the start for this, so this gives me some red mana to go with my Gargoyle as well. So yeah, love it. Alright, let's get in here and do some fighting. Gargoyle, Gargoyle, need to paste that code real quick. Paste. And save. Okay, here we go. I actually have never used this before. So, oh, yeah, I should mention, the Hall of Guardians troops are also from Whitehelm, so that's why this is going to work. So I'm going to get an extra 18 damage here, which is very nice. Oh, create a mix of 6 yellow and brown gems for each Whitehelm ally, which is most of them. I'm not using the class for that, but that's okay. This is going to go too fast for me to show you the effect of the Ethereal Sentry, but that's okay. I'll see if I can get some battles in here that will showcase what it can do. I don't like her. I don't like the Night Hag. Because she can transform me into a giant toad, and she once transformed my High King Iron Gut into a darn toad. Wench. Okay, so right now, he's going to do 56 splash damage plus 98 damage for all allies' attack. Watch this. Going to increase it here, just because I can. And now look, it's up to a boost of 146. Awesome. So, this is a nice, fast team. You don't have to worry about submerge, and, you know, it's something different that you can use, and that's always nice. Let's see, what's next? You can be next. I'm not even going to bother looking at the other rooms, because I'm tired and I want to go to bed soon. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I didn't get any sleep last night at all. I literally could not sleep. So I'm extra tired. Go ahead and do that. Kapow! I still have several teams to show you as well. So we're going to be here for a little bit yet. Yeah, we'll do this one. Wow, already? Cool. But I'm going to go ahead and buff him just to be sure that we get rid of everything we hit at the same time. And do one of those. Wahaha. The bleed would have taken him out if I hadn't done anything but match, so needn't have worried. But let's see, that should be higher. Okay, and I don't remember what these were. Oh yeah, we'll do this one. After all of the grinding that I did during Nomapalooza in Blackhawk, I have plenty of the... I hate that. I have plenty of the runics, those runic trait stones that are part of the prize for this room, so I'm not worried about the multiplier. Just going to take things out and move along. So if I had waited till later, I might have had my multiplier up enough to get 3 or to get 4 of the runic earth trait stones, but like I said, not worried about it right now. I think I got plenty this weekend. Wow. Okay, we'll take red. I can do that. Oh, I don't like you. Do that. Just for kicks and giggles, we're going to do that. And yeah, I've wasted time doing it this way, but oh well. That's what happens when you're distracted and not paying attention to what you're doing. That is a nice thing about not using splash damage, is that you don't have to worry about... You can just go on autopilot with the Queen Beatrix team, King Gobtruffle, any of those scatter damage ones. You can just go on autopilot and click buttons, and you don't have to worry about lining up anything or that kind of stuff. Oh yes. Wahahaha. Do this. And that. Now, something else that you could use in here instead of the Shield of Urskaya, which is going to be kind of mana blocking everything, and you'd have to have it at the front of the team. You could put the golden cog in here. No, the golden cog is yellow and red, so that would actually be more of a mana block. So never mind. But you may have another... It's possible you may have another weapon that can boost armor that you might like to use. I don't like Feldros. We'll get rid of her. We'll do that. He's going to call up his little friend here as soon as he dies, but oh well. That one summons. Really don't need the Ethereal Sentry along right now. We could have a different troop in here. Like I could have just put Beatrix down here maybe. For these earlier levels, you really don't need to be buffing the armor to win the rounds, especially with that Guardian Hammer giving me lots of mana, lots of turns. It's really kind of overpowered for this level that I'm doing for me. Oh, and I just remembered something. So, I forgot to mention that this faction has a horde at level 100 and a quality of 10. It's right down there at the base. Yes, you go ahead and hit me. That's fine. You're not going to affect my attack at all. I'm going to go ahead and do this because I want to select an enemy. This one. Because it's based on attack, not on armor or health. So, it's kind of straightforward. Something I realized when I was about to make this video is that my level of Merlantis is pretty low. So I don't have any delve boosts for this place. So I'm going to switch out to the next team, and I want to look at what kind of numbers we've got. So manage, I'm going to paste this. Paste. This is a team that the original team had the Possessed King down here. I have a team code for that in the description box below, along with this one, of course. And the reason I swapped out the Possessed King for the Mirage Queen is, one, you know, not everybody has tons of mythics, and also because the Mirage Queen gives 50% mana start to elementals, which Mistralis is. So, also, Mirage Queen can curse. It doesn't really matter since Mistralis does splash damage, but, you know, I thought it'd be fun. And the Possessed King team is kind of slow. I tried it out in PvP, and it worked very well, but it was quite slow. And it's a team I got from, I was watching somebody else's video. It may have been Rel, it might have been Hazard. I can't remember which one it was. I'm sorry, whoever created this team, I'm sorry, I can't remember which one of you made this team. My apologies. Let me change the class really quickly here before I forget. Equip this. We're going to switch this back to Icy Veil for the... Oh, come on. Oh, you're going to be that way, are you? So I want to get this back to Icy Veil so that I've got that Ice Storm, the blue mana, falling more than others. Why are we updating? I have things to do. I have more teams to show. Gah. Pardon me for a moment. Hey, are you having trouble accessing? Will you see if you can get into gyms? No. Okay. Oh, this is not good. I have things to do. Come on. All right. Let me talk about the other... Oh, now I don't have to. Okay, so we got that updated. And, oh, right. I wanted to look at... We'll start with Mistralis. So, 54 splash damage is what we've got here for her without the boost. Let's go to Merlantis. Right here. Oop. Pause for the cause. Grab my tributes really quickly here. Boop, boop. Merlantis. My level is pretty low. I have got plenty of deeds, so I'm going to upgrade this to level 12 for just a 25% increase in faction horde stats. I'm not going to take it to level 14 at this point. I want to check my other kingdoms and see what else needs to be upgraded. So let's go back in here and see what kind of a boost that gave to Mistralis for this team. Fight. Fight. Wah. Let me paste this back in again. There we go. And now it is 56. So not a whole lot. Not a big change. But, you know, I'll take anything I can get. Okay. So it was worth looking at. Those 25% bonuses tend to make a big difference. But I'm looking at magic. I wasn't thinking about these values here, which is what I should have been looking at, because I don't upgrade these for the faction stats very often. I totally forgot. My bad. Sorry. Alright, let's go ahead and try out this team. I have not tried it with the Mirage Queen. I've only tried it with the Possessed King. So, this is very cool. Transform a selected mana color to brown, which is very nice because I can get lots of match 4s, lots of mana for Mistralis. I just crafted her last week. Oh, that was awesome. That's great. I just crafted Mistralis, so I have not used her very much. And something I really like about her is that she gets, when she casts, she gets an extra turn. And she jumbles the board, so I may get some match 4s and be able to just go round and round and round and keep doing the same thing over and over again. Oh my gosh. Right. I know what I'm trying to say. It's just not coming out of my mouth for some reason. So I'm definitely not casting with the Mirage Queen right now. I don't have a match 4. I would not cast with the Mirage Queen at this point. Ho ho ho. Unless it was the last... Oh, here we go. Nice match 4. Boy, the Apothecary's fun. Yes, she's very helpful when you've got lots of brown on your team. This is awesome. I might come back and play with this team some more. It was not that fast in my PvP, but boy, it's just taking these guys out like crazy. Oh, because they're lower level, of course. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. They're much lower level than the people I was fighting in PvP. That is the reason. Okay, let's do this. We'll blow some stuff up and get some mana. And we'll start messing with their heads. Boom, boom, boom. Look at all that. Oh, it's perfect. Well, this is fun to bring in here, and plus if I've got enough green on the board, I can blow things up with Doom Skulls, and that's always fun. And I've got the Mountain Crusher with me, so if things get out of hand, I can just blow up the board and get rid of all of the skulls. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to breathe into the microphone like that. My bad. Okay, definitely going to transform yellow. And do this and get an extra turn. Yay! Match 4, match 5 stuffs. Go ahead and do this. Mistralis, I'm glad I crafted her. That is awesome. That reminds me, I have not done a Soulforge video for this week. I will try to work on that later today. It is, you know, it's almost 2:30 in the morning where I am, so I need to get some sleep soon. But later today, I will work on that for you, provided that I remember. I am quite tired. As in weary. I'm weary. We'll do that. Fill up Mistralis and my Mountain Crusher. Always glad when Lady Ironbeard gets hit because of that triple damage if she has a higher armor than I do. That really bites on the higher levels. I don't like it. Ooh, no match fours. No match fours, so we'll just do this. Blow stuff up, get some more brown on the screen. Just like that. Yay! Well, this is pretty fun. I like it. Okay, so after this team, I have 2 more teams to show you, so I'm gonna be staying up a while longer. I'll probably be up to 3 this morning. That's okay, you're worth it. Brown, definitely purple. Get that. And let's do that. Oh, really? And we'll take him out with my Mountain Crusher. Boom. 1 skull is all it took. Got some more Faction Assault sigils, that's nice. Nice if you like delving, which of course I do. I love all the rewards. Oh my goodness. Here's something to think about though. Next week is Guild Wars already. We also have our new faction coming out next Friday, so we're going to have Guild Wars, a world event, and we're going to have a new faction, a new 3-day faction assault, all at the same time. Huh. It's just a little much. I gotta say, I would rather not have a faction assault during Guild Wars, but that being said, it was worth it to have the amazing Nomapalooza event that we had from this last weekend, because I don't think originally the faction assault was supposed to be during Guild Wars week. I think it got moved around, so I don't know, maybe it didn't, I can't remember now, but either way, we've got a new faction coming out next week, and it's beautiful. I don't know how to say the legendary's name. I am trying to figure that out, as I want to be able to say it correctly, because I just like to pronounce things right. But we'll see if I can figure it out before it releases. What happened? Did she... Oh, 1 to 4 random, and okay, so it's not going to be 3 or 4. It could be as little as 1. I did not realize that because I just crafted her, so. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do this. And we'll do this. Oh, I think I have most of these teams set up to use Titan because it is a fantastic class. It's just really helpful, especially when you're using a ton of brown, but it doesn't have to be Titan. You can change it to whatever suits you best. Okay. Let me see. We're gonna blow things up, get rid of those skulls. Wahaha, fill everybody up. It's not quite as fast as I like, but it's still fine. It's fun to use, and that's important too. Nope. Okay. There we go. Another one bites the dust. should have the next team code ready to go here. And you know what's funny? I haven't seen a single troop submerge yet. Funny how that works out. But still useful information for the future. So this next team I got from a teammate with a little bit of a difference. So he had Sycorax down here and he had a second Queen Bee, which is fantastic. Or you can put two King Gobtruffles, or you can use Queen Beatrix and King Gobtruffle like I had in the first one. Arboreal Crystal, which I love. Scourge of Honor is along because of this trait where he curses and diseases a random enemy when you match 4 or more gems. Of course he does some nice damage, but he's not going to loop like Queen Bee and Sycorax, so I'll only be using him as a finisher. But let's go ahead and give this team a try, see how it goes. Should be pretty good. Oh, I should show you what they do. So, Arboreal Crystal explodes green gems, gives a random status effect to all elemental allies, and do I have any elementals with me? Sycorax might be one. Then summon an elemental. But basically, it's along for the explosion. And then we've got Queen Beatrix, which you already know does scatter damage and all of these wonderful things. Scourge of Honor does true damage to all enemies and gains some of his mana back. He does not loop. He has no board control. Other than that, I really like this troop. I think he's fun, personally. And of course, this is very valuable for when you're running around with High King Iron Gut and there are troops that can't be devoured. Curse them and they can be devoured. Alright, and then Sycorax doubles a chosen color on the board, then you create 3 more, so it's like, plus gives 51 life to all allies of that color. So it's like the Forest Troll on steroids, basically. Plus all elemental allies gain 1 attack and armor at the start of the turn. And so that includes, no, not her. Well, that includes no one, except that when I use the Arboreal Crystal, the Sycorax will get a boost. So, let me see. I was just saying I didn't want to use this. However, 56 true damage is going to take out this entire team. So, bye-bye. That was a little obnoxious, sorry. I'm tired. Give me a break. I'm sorry. I don't want to be annoying. Annoying is no fun. Alright. Once again, this true damage is going to take out the entire other team, so there's really no point in doing anything else except casting with the Scourge of Honor. So he's definitely a good choice for quick delving early on. When you've got the Potion of Enchantment with the Potion of Explosion, it just goes really quickly. You know, it all depends on what your level is, your kingdom level, your faction hordes, all of this, the boosts that you get that increase this number here. But, you know, for me, pretty nice. I'm going to blow things up and get some mana going here. That was helpful. Did I forget to change to Slayer? I think I did. And it's too late to change now. That's okay. Yep, it's on Titan. Titan is good. Titan's a great class. Except that I have it maxed out already. I don't need any more Titan experience. Okay, Queen Bee, let's go. There we go, finished up already. Wow, this is the fastest team we've used yet. I haven't even been using Sycorax yet. Not even one battle. Oh, I hate boulettes. I hate boulettes. They always seem to devour me, and I don't like it. I don't like getting devoured. It's worse than getting charmed, seriously. Ugh. Don't like lycanthropy in here either. Yeah, that works. Just go ahead and attack me so you don't get any mana. Oh, see ya. Yay! Something to remember is your crappy troop that you would never use normally, with the buff from the from your horde level being higher, may turn out to be super useful in a delve. So that is something to keep in mind when you're looking at delving as well, because what was it? Oh, the Crimson Bat. No, normally I would not use the Crimson Bat, but he was super useful in some delving that I did, because he was doing as much damage as the Scourge of Honor was in the delve. So that was pretty cool. I guess I just had never thought about it till that point. But if you go in, you know, I'll try to hold on to that and give you a visual, but when you are looking at the troops to put onto the team, the values are going to change as soon as you put it into the faction battle. And I'll try to explain that a little bit better in a minute. Do I have this in the wrong order? I think I put this in the wrong order. Sycorax is supposed to be above the Scourge of Honor. I didn't mean to do that. I will fix that on the code. Let's see, we'll do that. I will make sure to fix that and get Sycorax in front of the Scourge of Honor. Although on the lower levels, it'll be great to have him here instead of Sycorax, because he's doing so much damage and one-shotting everything. So once you get higher level, you're definitely going to want to move Sycorax up so that you can loop and loop and loop and loop and loop. But for now, yes, we've got a mana block going on here, big time, so I do not know how I ended up with Sycorax down here when he was supposed to be here. I'll fix it. I will fix it. Kaboom! Alright, Beatrix. Let's get some mana going here. Lots of brown. Or Sycorax. Well, no need. We'll take him out with Scourge now. Okie dokie. One more team to show you as soon as I finish this up. Nice. Alright, and it's over already. Woo! Okay, first things first. Let us, well, grab our rewards, of course. And then we're going to go in here and we're going to fix this. I'm going to grab the corrected team code really quickly and get that out of here and saved for you to put in the description. And while I'm at it, grab the new code. So let's paste the new team in here. This is the High King Iron Gut team I've been using here. If you don't have Vashtagon, then use the Scourge of Honor. If you don't have him, use Anhknum. Do a search for Curse All. So there's Frostfeather and the Mirage Queen, but you have to cast with both of them. So curse a random. So curse a random enemy. Let's see if there are any. Stunning also works. You could put Obsidius in here. You want to have something, hopefully, that you don't have to cast in order to get curse and or stun, so that High King Iron Gut can devour troops that normally he could not devour. So I am so tired. I'm so sorry. I forgot to show you. So High King Iron Gut does some damage, and his attack is equal to his attack, or his his chance to devour is equal to his attack. I'm sorry. So I have a 73% chance to devour with High King Iron Gut right now. If I back out of this and I go here and I change this to a Medal of Seasons, let's see. That does increase my attack. Okay. And then go back in here to the Faction Assault. That is going to raise to manage, paste. Once again, from 73 to 77%. So you can use 3 Medals of Seasons to increase the attack. You can use a troop to buff his attack to get that percentage up. However, he can't devour a troop that is impervious. Something that's immune to devour, you can't unless they're cursed or stunned. Cursing will make it so that you can put any status effect on them, including devour, and then stunning will remove these traits entirely, so they're no longer impervious, and that also will make it so that you can devour them. Queen Beatrix, I already showed you her. Vashtagon. So Vashtagon, if you haven't seen one of my videos with him in the past, is a troop that you would never ever use in a delve, except he can devour himself, and you won't actually devour yourself if you've got this traded because he's immune to devour. So you cast on yourself and it does true scatter damage boosted by his life to all of the enemies, and you don't have to have a death in your delve. Like I said, if you don't have Vashtagon, find another troop. Let's see, hold on. This is what I wanted to show you. So if I look at these stats, 45, 72, 63, as soon as I move him onto the team, watch what happens to the stats. 45, 72, 63. 81, 140, 131. That is a huge difference, and that is why I say put them on your delve team and then decide whether or not you want them there. Scourge of Honor, I could leave him on there, but I've been using Vash up to this point, so I'll just go ahead and keep him there. Oh, Core Vash. He stuns, so he's actually a troop that you can use to stun if you need him. You can stick him in there. He's mana blocked, but, you've got Mountain Crusher and lots of brown from Queen Beatrix and from Titan, so anyway, up to you how you want to handle it. You could also, I have a guildmate that likes to put the Possessed King in here, and then anything that can't be devoured, she just transforms him with the Possessed King into hopefully something that can be devoured, and then casts with High King Iron Gut. So that's another option as well. Right now I'm going to change this to Slayer because I really need that experience, and I've already got, let's just make sure, yes, we've already got Icy Veil here. So this is the team I'm going to use. And this is the last team I have to show you for tonight. There are so many things that you could change up and ways that you could fine-tune these teams. Basically, these videos that I put out for you are to give you inspiration. You may love the way that I've put the teams together, and it may instead just inspire you to do something different. Whatever works best, as long as it's helpful, that's what I aim to do. And let me see here. Is anybody here immune? Okay, so none of these troops are immune to Devour, so I don't have to worry about any of them. This one's about to cast, though, so I don't want him casting on me, so he gets to go first. Queen Beatrix helps to fill up both the Mountain Crusher and High King Iron Gut, plus she's got that Royal Honey trait to cleanse the team if lycanthropy or any other negative status effects gets put on you. I'm going to go ahead and do all of these rooms, even though, you know, technically I don't have to. I'm going to because I want to. So we'll go ahead and do this. Now, I don't have all of the impervious troops memorized. I have a few of them memorized, so sometimes I have to go ahead and take a look. just to be sure I'm not trying to eat something that is not palatable, so to speak. Something that High King Irongut won't eat. He's so picky sometimes. But look, the percentage chance of him devouring is 110. So, you know, the percentage is 100. He has a 100% chance that he will devour unless they're impervious. But there's also one other way that you can... No, two other ways that you can stave off getting devoured by a troop that does that. One is to be barriered. Most of these troops will not devour through a barrier. I think there is one in the game that will devour through the barrier. I think it's the Black Beast. I am not positive about that, and they may have fixed that since I thought about it last. I don't know. The other way that you cannot be devoured by a troop that does devour is if you are blessed. No, I'm not going to give him a match 4. Thought about it for a second because I wasn't paying attention. Go. I don't like her. If she transforms my High King Irongut into a toad again, I'm going to be really unhappy. Let's just take him out this way. It's faster. Now, something that you need to keep in mind about Vashtagon, if you have him and you choose to take him into the Delve. By the way, he's in the Soul Forge right now. He's the same things that will keep them from being devoured apply to you, and the same things that can make something that is impervious digestible applies to him as well. So if he's cursed or stunned, don't try casting on yourself because you'll kill him. Of course, you'll summon something in its place, but that's small comfort if you're trying to go for Deathless. I should have gone for Domovoy. I should have taken out their healer. Not that it really matters. When he gets devoured, you know, High King Irongut takes all that on. So it doesn't matter. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to devour away. Why is it that my videos just keep getting longer and longer even though I'm showing fewer teams? I talk too much. Maybe that's what it is. But I just have so much information and so much to say. I just can't shut up, I guess. Gorble, go away. I don't like it when you get devoured. Okay, funny thing about High King Irongut, you may not know. He's a devourer, and he can be devoured himself. He is not immune to devour. You would think that a troop that devours would be immune to it, but no. He's not. Let's see. Brown. Oh, no, we'll take that match 4. Oh, fine, be that way. Now, the fact that I'm using Slayer in here means that I don't have the rock solid trait to protect me with a barrier, but at this level it really doesn't matter. What does matter is that I'm about to fight something that charms, so I need to be sure that one of these guys casts and the other gets devoured right away before I use Devour for the first time, because if... I'll show you why. See, his attack is about to go from 77 to 115, and if I did 115 damage to my companions here, I wouldn't be very happy about it. So that's something you need to keep in mind when you're using troops that devour, or if you're increasing their attack. If you get in there in a fight with somebody that charms, you could be in trouble. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, she's enraged. Yay, that does 1.5 times damage. I should have just done that. My lack of sleep these last, well, years is showing, I think. I'm so tired. Alright, couple more battles here and we will finish up for tonight. I actually have done 2 videos tonight, but I'm probably too tired to upload them both. So I will upload this one because I know I have peeps that are waiting for it. And this one is immune to Devour. This one is immune to Devour. This one is also immune to Devour. I believe this is the only one that's not. So 77% chance, we'll see if this will work, and yes. So even though I now have a 100% chance to devour, I can't until they get cursed by Vashtagon, which I can do by matching brown, which is perfect. So the apothecary is now something that I can devour once I have some mana, of course. And let me do that again, see if we can get somebody. Okay, he's devourable now. I'm just going to do this though. There we go. So we'll take him first because he's got the mana to attack me, and we'll do that. And we'll blow things up. Oh, you know what? You know what? I'm being silly. Watch this. I'll show you. Cast on himself. Take them out. He's just fine. Whoop whoop. Got a chance to show you what Vash can do in here. I should show you what kind of bonus he is getting on his true damage, however. I could get wiped out in this room. Mirage Queen is so powerful. You can grab her from the sunken fleet with Chaos Shards. If you don't have her, I highly recommend that you go and look for her because she can do some major damage. And she's about to get me right now with some Doom Skulls because I have no way to block that. Bummer. But I can bring it down. Nope, that did not help. Oh, she didn't cast. Too bad I don't have barrier right now. I can... Well. And I don't... Oh no. Alright, so... You see that enchant has gone away on all of my troops here, and that is because the Mirage Queen curses all enemies when she casts. So all of them are cursed, no one has enchant anymore, and I may lose my hero. But I knew that was a chance when I came in here, so it's my greed. My greed is showing. I want to do all the rooms so I get all of the rewards. So, oh, 77% chance did not hit that time. Oh, but we're going to go ahead and do this. Yay! Hey, Vash. Scourge of Honor would have done just as well on that. I like them both. I kind of switch out between delves which one I'm going to use, whether it's Vashtagon or the Scourge of Honor. It kind of depends on the colors. This guy here is totally mana blocked, but it doesn't matter because Queen Bee creates so much mana for the team that it doesn't matter. She's really cool that way. Okay, so none of them are immune to Devour in here, so that is cool. That's one less thing for me to worry about. We're going to take the Deep King because he is the most dangerous. I'm not worried about their tank up here. Oh, there's no blue. Oh, yay, look at that. And she's enraged. She, my hero, is enraged. So she's doing extra damage with skulls. Yay! And look, we have a Bone Storm. Oh no, it went away as soon as I cast. I forgot. One more cast of something and we're done. Except for this. This isn't going to do it. There we go. Yay! We're finished. Let me see. Have I forgotten to mention anything? What was that? Hold on. Oh, faction assault points. Okay, delve chest. Let's see what you're going to give me. Chaos shards. That's cool. I need chaos shards. I always need chaos shards. You know, for the moment I have a ton of them, but we do have that new faction coming out on the 30th. I'm looking forward to spending my shards and getting all kinds of neat stuff. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful as well. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.